we're here again. Why are we here? Well, because one, this music is kind of cool. it sounds like something, I don't know, not something I'd expect in any GBA game. It's got some sampling in it and whatnot, like, I don't know, at least cheering and people saying go, and that's really all you need in a song, right? Anyways, we're back, so, what are we doing? One, I'm gonna make sure oops, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna make sure that I loaded everything correctly. 100%, cool. So, there was sufficiently popular demand, by that I mean 2 people, which was basically as much as I was asking for, saying they'd like to see something done, at least. Now, I do think it would be a little bit ridiculous to play through every level as every character. That would be, like, 5 times the length of this playthrough so far, and it would not be fun. But what I can do is at least show a couple of things that we've missed so far. Number one, I think I'll show, well, actually, first things first. I'll put a hard deadline on the length of this series. I'll say within 5 episodes this will be over. So however much I can record tonight is what that really means. So 1 more week of this game. And then beyond that, what I want to do during this hour and 15 minutes or so is I want to see every sprite of every character. And we've seen a lot of them already. But we have Zim, Jimmy. I saw everything with Otto, I'm fairly certain? I'm quite certain. And Tommy is the one remaining too. And aside from seeing sprites for everyone, I also want to see some dialogue from each character as well. Now, is there a real reason to prefer who we play through each area as? I'm not going to complete the whole game, I'm pretty certain. I like the picture of him. I don't remember who we fought where anyways, but none of them are people that actually correspond to these characters anyways. And if we have extra time, I'll just play as Zim for everything, because I want to play as Zim. I don't think it matters if we play as wherever, honestly, so... Would it be fine to play as Tommy anywhere in particular? I don't think so. Or anyone else anywhere in particular? I don't think so. So, let's start out with the one who's probably most overdue, and that's Tommy. Tommy has real plain stats, actually. I'll take it. It's one of those games you can just press B to go back on everything. I want to see real quick. Zim also has fairly plain stats, but he's faster. And Jimmy is real... Yeah, I noticed he hits slow charging. Really fast. That's basically it. I don't know why Jimmy would be fast, but whatever. Okay, now let's actually start. Just wanted to see what the stats were like. I haven't paid much attention to the stats of everyone. And we'll probably just skip the dialogue. As we're basically just here to see... Well, not Jimmy's dialogue, because you've seen all of Jimmy's dialogue in the menu already. We'll instead see the different sprites for each characters, because... Oops, can't take a picture of that. If you remember, you do have different sprites for characters when they... Wonderful. What was you trying to accomplish there? You have different sprites for characters when they have different levels of... Well, you can take pictures of those ones, though. I knew your baby is for some reason not his own picture, even though he appears here. They have different sprites for different levels of camera power. That was weird. I definitely had a picture of you there. Tooth Guy and his son only count as one character, which for some reason disappoints me. Okay. Stompy, is that your name? Was it? They apparently got some names wrong for characters from My Life as a Teenage Robot as well. I continue to say, if I actually watched anything, I'd like to watch My Life as a Teenage Robot a bit just to get a feeling for it, but... I like that they actually managed to make these characters recognizable even from this far away. And you can tell what they're doing. Like, whoever made this actually was able to make sprites. And, oh, you can see Cupid in there too, I think. And even though they missed a couple little things. And that's not Chet. That's another thing they got wrong, actually, now that I think about it. Because that's not... That's some other random news anchor guy. Jimmy Betcha is shorter. Not that you usually see his legs, I don't think, but still. Phil, and they'll count as a singular character there, I guess. I think that only counts as Phil. Hello! Boy, you're not supposed to be here. Go away. No clones. It's weird how they try to prevent you from running into yourself in games like... or in levels like this, but then it still happens anyways. Not exactly a flawless game, but I don't mind the little quirks it has anyways. I mean, it would be better if they didn't misname characters and whatnot, but that didn't happen too many times. What did you react to? What did happen there? I was never sure what Timmy's father was actually responding to. There we go, that's what we need. Well, that's actually not quite what I need. I need the other power-up. So what determines our flashing power is that bottom power-up there, the one that's just a red arrow pointing towards the button. That's how many charges we can hold at once, but the number of charges that we're holding at a given instant is what determines our flash power, it seems like, or whatever you want to call it. It at least determines what animation we use, or rather, animation is a strong word, what sprite we use when we take a picture. Or characters that unfortunately don't actually get to appear in the album. Why is there anything wiggle in here? It's kind of weird. Also, I actually don't know who these guys are. Where did these guys come from? Little groups of whatever standing on top of each other here. Actually, I don't recognize that from the show at all. Not that I remember everything from the show flawlessly or anything, but still. Jenny, I thought you were supposed to go away already. I always like seeing you regardless. And there's a Dutchman again. Ah! He dropped a power-up. I didn't think he would do that. Hopefully we'll still find everything we need anyways, but that was good. Do you not get your scores saved for individual levels? Is it just for entire stretches of levels? We'll see. Bye, Timmy. Yeah. What IP is that actually from? I don't even know. I feel like I've been kind of trying to hide that I don't know what he's from this whole time. I don't know what he's from. I think I kind of hinted at one point that I thought he was from Rocket Power, and maybe he is. He definitely looks very classic Supo to me. But by that, I'm mostly just mean he looks kind of visually unappealing. Classic Supo, with some exceptions, classic Supo visual design tends not to be that appealing. Oh, hey, Cupid actually does have a picture they can be taken of him. Hey dude, I think you're misnamed in the album. Not quite. I think that's actual. No, that's speed, I think, of the camera. What? I don't think I've thought that hard about what the different stats are. What are they? Well, the top right is probably the movement speed of the camera. What's the top left? It seems to... Oh, is that the range of the camera? Hold up. Oh, that is. So now I can actually move across the entire screen. That's what it is. Yeah. You're not from Chili Odd Parents, I know that much. Every other boss is from one of the IPs that you actually get to play the world of, though, so I imagine that he's from one of the places that you can visit. Just gonna view a few things. Okay, we're getting every power-up except what I want. I really didn't watch much ARL. I don't know what the reason for that really was. I don't know if there was anything I didn't like about it. I'm really not sure. It's hard to think much about shows that were on so long ago. I mean, it's not like I was especially judgmental about anything I watched back then. You just kind of watched whatever was on and what was... I still love this one. Whatever was, I don't know, bearable. The only things I can really think of not liking watching were... I think As Told by Ginger, which I can't tell if that was... I can't quite tell what the reason for that was. I think part of it was just finding the character design unappealing. I think part of it was also that I wasn't really able yet to fully appreciate the slice of life style that that show had, apparently. I've only heard things about the show, I've never watched it, really. Boom. Just to prove I can. It's weird that this is a picture of someone that's not here, not from here, but yet I can still, or yet I can't actually make it disappear. It's kind of some confusing mechanics. This game really could have communicated better that characters, that all the classic Supo characters are considered in the same world, kind of, except then you had two separate worlds anyways that were classic Supo related. It's just made things more confusing. And I didn't really catch at first that the Rocket Power and Wild Thornberry worlds were the same one, because there was no reason for that to be. But then also the Rugrats characters were still also considered part of the Wild Thornberry / Rocket Power world, despite having their own world later. This game got a little confused in some ways. It's an imperfect game, I guess, but I still think it's nice, but it has some strange quirks and oddities. But we haven't seen any more animations or any more sprites yet, and hopefully we'll get to. We're on the last level now, actually. And we can play as Tommy again later if we have to, but, like, we got every other power-up. And by that I mean we got... Well, yeah, we've gone one of every other power-up at least. No, I have full range, don't I? Yeah, game. Attack, get out of here. There we go. What? What the? Okay, that's creative, Tommy. See, that was worth saying. He changed his clothes just for a singular picture. I guess it's fitting for getting a picture of football. Aha. Bye. See, I think... I don't know how many sprites each character actually has, though. I don't know if you actually need to reach full power to see all the sprites. Or not. I like how Timmy, just without explanation, is running on all fours there. I know it's a reference to the show, but still. What are you trying to do there, dude? It's weird to me how Francis is completely blue in the picture you take of him, but isn't in the actual game world. You'd think they would use the same palette for both. Does that guy have a name? He might not. I saw the characters are just named, like, whatever their occupation is or whatever in the album. I wish I could look at the album from here, but... Oh, I need to look at my jumping animations too. I might have missed a couple cool jumping picture animations like that one. Where's the camera when I do that? Yeah, I don't know if I have more than 2 sprites for taking pictures or not, though. Or sets of sprites, rather. Where is the camera? Oh, he's still holding it. Yeah, he's just holding his hand. Whereas this one, he has the camera on the on the soccer ball in the air, which I admit it's impressive. I didn't realize Tommy was capable of such things. Maybe everyone just grew up to be super powered in the all run up version. I don't know. Like most people, I think I don't watch much of that compared to the original Rugrats. Speaking of shows I didn't much watch. Honestly, though, I try to think back to most of the shows on here, if I did watch them. I can't remember thinking much of anything of them. Like, I don't think I watched that much Rocket Power, but I can't think of any reason that I didn't like it or anything. I just don't think I watched much of it. In fact, I know I had at least one episode of it on DVR for some reason. I remember that vaguely. Well, not DVR. Record on VHS is what I did. But I can't really think of much of anything. In terms of like actual thoughts of it, I don't think I was really that active a consumer of media back then, and that I was a very passive one. I didn't really think about what I was watching. Same with my life as a teenage robot, and I remember having watched a little bit of it. Hi Jenny, speaking of which. And yet, I don't remember much of anything about it. I don't remember thinking anything of it. And we never really got upgrades. If we have to play as Tom again later, we can try that. On a later level. Maybe I should do later levels where we get more upgrades. I think I'll do this boss fight here since it's so quick anyways. Oh shoot. I almost skipped this text. Nope, that was the dialogue. I don't want to skip his dialogue. I want everyone to be able to actually say something. And that's part of the point of a crossover, you know? To get see the characters respond to the situation they're in. This game really does actually have a lot of things it's trying to do, because it's not just a licensed game, it's a licensed crossover game. You're supposed to fall out of things like taking pictures of you, dude. So I'm having a harder time with him than usual this time. Hey, come on, fall out! Does he only fall from the top? There we go. See the little victory animation too? Very nice. Okay, well that'll be that for this episode. Next episode we'll play, I think, as Jimmy next. We've already seen some of his sprites, but maybe there will be more? Maybe not. I don't remember if there are more than 2 sets of sprites for taking pictures or not, so we'll find out. Which might mean we have to go back and play as Tommy later too. That's a high score on the boss, I think. Not that many missed shots, actually. That's a ridiculous number of total shots, by the way. Not a high score. Oh, it is a high score. It's just too long. Look at that. Better every time. Anyways. Bye everyone, as Jimmy says.